Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be walking you through setting up a Cisco router. Alright, let's get started by looking at our objectives. Here's the list we will use to verify after we're done with the basic config. So you can take a look at this, and now let me show you the topology we're going to be using. Alright, here's the topology. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So I have my list here on the right hand side, and the first thing we're going to start off with is configuring the host name. So let's jump into the configuration. So we're going to configure co-lab as the host name. So let's do that. Alrighty, that is done. Let's create a username and password. Alright, username and password is created. Let's configure our enable secret. Alrighty, let's encrypt our password. Alrighty, next. And now let's configure our IP domain name. Alrighty, next, let's configure our DNS server, IP name server. Alrighty, next let's generate some keys so we can configure SSH version 2. Alrighty, now we see that SSH version 1.99 has been configured. Let's change that to version 2.0. So IP version 2. Alrighty, and now let's configure. Let's see what we have next on the list. Let's configure our NTP server. I'm going to make that as my home gateway because we should be able to get the time from there. Alrighty, I think the clock is done. Let's just verify. Yeah, the clock is pretty much already set. So that's fine. Alright, next on our list, we're going to be configuring our WAN interface. So let's jump into that part. We're using G0/1. You can see on my list here. IP address 192.168.1.254 with a /24. No shut. Let's put a description on it as well. Alright, link to home router. Alrighty, so now let's jump into our LAN interface that our laptop is going to be connected to. Let's configure that interface. Alrighty, we're using 10.1.1.1 with a /24 on this G00. So let's configure that IP. Alrighty. Now that interface is still down because I don't have the laptop hooked up to it yet, but we're going to fix that in a second. Let's see what else we have on our list. Alrighty, so we're going to configure DHCP as well on this router. That way that laptop can get an IP address. So let's do that. Let me get out of this interface. So IP DHCP pool. Oh, typing too fast. And what are we naming it? Code-check. Alright. I'll do a default router 10.1.1.1. We're going to do our network 10.1.1.0. Oh, too fast. Alright, there we go. And that's all we're going to put for the pool for now. Now let's jump to our V2I lines and configure our access as well on there. Alrighty. And let's do exec dash timeout 5 minutes. And now let's also do our line console. I forgot to put one command on my list, but I know let's put login synchronous. That way we don't get all the login messages. Alrighty, let's see what else we have on our list. Oh, let's configure our default route. Alrighty, it looked like everything we have on our list, so let's verify what we have configured so far. Alrighty guys, so I got that laptop hooked up, so let's just verify first. I know I said I was going to do verify our configs, but let's just verify that that laptop actually has an IP address. So let's check on the router. So we see right here that we have an IP address. Let's hand it out. So now let's verify our interfaces. All right, you can see both of our interfaces are up now. Let's verify our NTP. Alrighty, you can see that our clock is synchronized. The stratum is 4, and a reference, it's our gateway. One more command, and you can see that our gateway is actually referencing this clock right here. So what else we have? We're going to try to ping out from the router to our gateway, which is 1.1. So let's do that. Alrighty, we can ping that. So let's see what else we had on the list. Let's ping a couple of domain names to make sure our DNS is working. Alrighty, we can ping fox.com. Let's see what else. Google. We can ping google.com. And let's ping OpenDNS. Alrighty, we can ping all of those domain names. So you can see here their public IPs. Alrighty, so now let's see if we can SSH into this router. So let me verify that I'm not logged in now. Let's just verify, show users. And right now, the only thing I'm logged in is on the actual console. So now let me jump in on that other laptop and SSH into this device. Alrighty, so I'm logged in with that laptop now, so let's just recheck. So you can see right here, I'm actually logged in. Been logged in for 18 seconds on my other desktop. So I think that's everything we have. Let's just double check one more time. Yeah, that was the last thing we had. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, subscribe, click the like button. Thanks. See you next time.